Are these based on pedals that you have made? Or,
Some of them.
or
Some of them have some things. Like this one has a couple pedals in it. You know, like this is the evil filter.
Okay.
And like the apocalypse. There's inside here, there's like the practice space and a sort of studio.
Wow.
So this, so you can freaking play music and record and do whatever you want to do. While you're playing some show or something at some point, you can turn this on, unplug your guitar, plug it into the synthesizer and go.
And we heard, Heather, that you had something new for them.
Yeah, we do. Yeah,
Can
we
we
do.
see it?
Yeah, let's see it.
All
Let's
right.
check it out. Heck yeah. Let's see, where is that disturbance? Is this the pedal? Here we go. Yeah, cool. Here's the pedal that we have. Let's see what that is from Jacob.
By audio. Dentro de la instalación de by audio vamos a platicar con Oliver y con Heather. Vamos a ver, nos van a contar su historia y nos van a dar un recorrido por este impresionante lugar.
Hey, Oliver.
Hey, what's up? How y'all doing?
Very good, man.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. So cool to have you here.
Oh, thank you very
Yes,
much
of course.
for having us, for taking the time to do this.
Yeah, for sure. It's so cool. We love you all so much. So it's
Thank
so
you.
cool
Thank
to do
you.
this.
Thank you.
Heck yeah. Cool. Hey, do you all want to see the place?
Yeah. See everything?
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right, let's check this place out. This
All
is
right.
sort of the operations room where we've got a bunch of pedals that are built and people
Yeah.
are kind of doing shipping and stuff and some of the packing up and this kind of things. And then as we go in, here is where everybody's
Wow.
building stuff.
Hello.
Heck
Good
yeah.
morning.
Yeah.
Hello.
Heck
Good
yeah.
morning.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Sweet, yeah. People building stuff, listening to NPR or something like that, or some trash radio or something, and no, just joking.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, we got it. Pedal enclosures. There's some other rooms, some sort of design rooms or rooms with all sorts of pedals and stuff.
Wow.
This kind of stuff. Things, projects we're working on and whatnot, and things that we built in the past, and that kind of stuff.
Prototypes.
Prototypes, all sorts of those things. Boxes and boxes of circuit boards and things of, different things that we've done and either failed experiments or future ideas. And we're always working on like a whole bunch of projects at once, so.
What a place, Oliver.
Yeah, it's
You
so
have
cool.
fun here.
I know, yeah, for sure. Yeah, heck yeah. Place is sick. It's cool to be able to build any effect you want, and
Yeah.
stuff. So here's also a testing room
All right.
where people will test things out.
Problem stretching the end. All right.
There you go. Yep. So you'll see what stage they're in and who's been testing them and what's been going on
Yeah.
and stuff. So, yeah, heck yeah.
Apologies to all Ukrainian Canadian listeners.
Are you cassettes?
Cassettes, yeah, if you guys want to listen to some music.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
Touch of this like any of our
Sweet, sweet.
or
So cool. Heck yeah, we can keep on going on, see the rest of this place.
Yes.
This is like the break room kind of thing.
Just to eat.
You can
feel-
eat, hang out.
Hello.
We have this record label, Dead Strange. Here's all the stock from the record label.
Okay.
There's all that kind of stuff, some random broken guitars and things. There's inside here, there's like the practice space and a sort of studio. Wow. So this, so you can freaking play music and record and do whatever you want to do. This is where my band Place to Bury Strangers practices, and then we record all sorts of different stuff in here as well.
The place is amazing, man.
Yeah, so cool. Heck
Cool.
yeah. Cool. Right on. Heck yeah.
You like?
Yeah, sure, man. If you want to, feel free.
You like Jazz Masters, right?
Yeah, it's a good guitar. Yeah, I'm a big fan. So, they're good ones.
Wow.
Heck yeah.
Hi, Watts.
High watts, yeah. Yeah. That's a good amp. Those are good. All those things. The classics, the whatever.
It's amazing, Oliver.
I don't even know where to
Yeah.
start looking at where.
Yeah. Cool.
I don't know if it's recording or.
Yes.
Yeah, whatever.
What?
I'm looking. Just point the camera to me. I'm looking this way. The camera is like. Oh, the camera.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So good. Heck yeah.
Oh, man.
So what do you say, Joe?
We don't know what to.
Yeah.
This
All
place
together.
is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, sure. No, for sure. Heather and I used to live here. And so
Okay.
we lived, and I'll show you where we used to live and stuff as well too. And so this was like a place where we could live and work and just do stuff all the time, 24/7. And now we just live down the street. We still do that same kind of stuff. But,
Okay.
yeah,
How long are you been here?
maybe
those
6 years or something.
years,
I think so,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just a totally empty warehouse. You know, it was like people were using it as a garage to park cars in here.
Oh.
And then so we built all this stuff out. We built the bathrooms. We
Wow.
built everything just to kind of make it a space where we could do this kind of
Yeah.
stuff. It was, you know, one of those places that nobody in their right mind would have rented. You know, it's like there's holes in the walls and rats and like it was all spray painted and like, you know, I think kids would, I don't know what, you know, hang out in here
Yeah.
and do some crazy shit. So
The usual.
the usual, as you do. Yeah, for sure.
The next PV to go up on
Yeah,
River.
yeah, look out, man. That was incredible. It's everything I play goes through that amp. Everything, you know, man.
And now the internet knows.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
You know what model to look.
Oh, yeah.
What is this, Oliver?
So these are these different cases that I've made that are like these synthesizers and whatnot.
Okay.
And so this is like, it's like an oscillator, and then it has this like, you can blend in these effects or whatever. And so it's these different effectors, which are, some of them are like pitch shifting, reverb, some sort of like oscillating tremolo or something and whatnot. And so then while you're playing some show or something at some point, you can turn this on, unplug your guitar, plug it into the synthesizer and go.
So it's more like a noise generator or something like
Pretty
that?
much, you know,
Okay.
but it's like, you know, these things are also these cases where these are like the flight cases that will bring other stuff in.
Yeah.
So this whole unit is just like a thin circuit board on the back of this plate, and then in the back you can stuff whatever else you want, your records
Of
or
course.
whatever, and bring on tour with you. And then the cases that you brought your stuff in is also can be part of the show.
Yeah. And this is for you. You have.
This is
cells?
for me. I've made these things, you know, and we're working on some like different rack gear and whatnot and stuff. But and maybe some of it'll mimic some of these kinds
Okay.
of things. But I've been building these things for years. You can see those things over there
Yeah.
too. It's just like I'll always be building different oscillators to bring different places, or you know, sometimes it'll be full of stuff, and then we'll leave it in California, and then we'll fly home, and then we'll get it again 6 months later
Yeah.
at someone's space, and they're just cool to be able to have all this different stuff. And when you build it for yourself, like it can be all as crazy as
Of
you
course.
want it to be, and you don't have to worry about like, you know, I don't know, some of them it'll be like mains wall power in the back, and you'll
Yeah.
be at a show and you'll reach into the back and you'll shock yourself. You know what I mean? But it's like, so I wouldn't want somebody else to do that, but for me, it's all
Exactly.
cool, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't care.
But yeah, have you ever tried to? I mean, it's. Have you ever think about selling it, or is it just for you?
Totally.
Or is-
Tons of people have been interested and wanted to commission these kinds of things. It's
Yeah.
just, you know, we only have so much time.
Of
So
course.
we really want to just develop some of these kinds of things that are like right and cool and still can have the same kind of function as something like
Yeah.
this. But, you know, I don't know. Again, it's always like there's only so much time. And
Yeah,
we're working on some of these things
Yeah.
a little bit. And there's some of this stuff that we have been making some grounds on, and especially since we've been getting like more and more people working here who like understand electrical engineering and whatnot, it kind of starting to make these things, possible in the past like year or so or something. So
Are these based on pedals that you have made, or
some of them,
or
some of them have some things. Like this one has a couple pedals in it. You know, like this is the evil filter.
Okay.
And like the apocalypse, and I just
Okay.
put the circuit boards in there. But the rest of these things are all like just, you know, you could, if you were to open it, you'd see it's all just random stuff that I threw together
But I mean,
to kind of make
the
something
pedal
cool.
came first, and then
Yeah, the
rack?
pedal came first on
Okay.
that. You know, that was just like, you know, we had this tour coming up, and I was like, oh, I
Yeah.
want to make something extra cool for
Okay.
the tour, you know, and then I was like, what's easier than taking the circuit boards that already exist, you know, drill it out and toss it right
Yeah.
into there. But, you know, we're always, you know, you always get all these ideas and you want to make all this stuff, but to make a product that's actually a pedal that comes out, you know, it kind of has to be so perfect in so many different ways.
Yeah.
So to just be trying stuff out, you know, we can make some weird thing or do some crazy limited edition thing or
Yeah.
something, and it's easy enough to just do. And I don't know, you get like this, you know, it's the same kind of thing if you like record a song, you know, that you just like throw up on the internet or something or for someone.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be perfect. You
Exactly.
know, but when you're putting it on an album or something, you're like, oh man, I've got to take a lot more consideration into it or something.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah, same kind of thing. Yeah, you guys want to see some more stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
Cool. Heck yeah. All right, here is the control room for that other room. So there's like a command station or something like that, and you know, more pedals and whatnot and stuff. More cassettes. Heck yeah.
You're more like a cassette guy or vinyl guy.
I mean, I don't have any. I have vinyl over at my house, and I
Okay.
love cassette's my favorite
Okay.
format. But I probably have more records than anything
More
else.
records.
But I do have a ton of CDs, but I just don't listen to them barely. You know, there's like I got about 10 CDs in our car, and I way more often listen to the radio.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I want to hear
Yeah,
something I've never heard before.
Yes.
And there's like kind of cool radio in New York,
Okay.
so it's easy enough to just listen to some crazy noise music or something weird that you've never heard before, which is cool.
Nice.
You got quite a collection, man.
Sure. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, it turns into that kind of thing where like, you know, you buy a lot of effects pedals and then people give you a lot of effects pedals, and then next thing you know, you have way too many effects pedals. So yeah, and then we build a ton of effects pedals, so all of that stuff. You know what's happening. Yeah, you guys want to see even more effects
Yes.
pedals?
Please, yes.
All right. So here is the area. Here's more effects pedals. This was the space where Heather and I used to live.
Okay.
And so here's even more effects pedals on these walls. There's more. Yeah, I know. Gosh. Yep, and some kind of crazy ones or something. Some weird limited edition things and whatnot. Heck yeah. And then this, it used to be where Heather and I used to live back here, but then now, since the pandemic, really it's turned into the stock room, because now we have to have parts. We get so many different custom things manufactured for
Yeah,
us.
okay.
And so the lead times on them start getting longer and longer and longer. So now we have to have parts for like a year's worth of effects pedals, where before we used to be like 1 month or something, you know? So it's like we just needed so much more room to kind of make that stuff happen.
Just for the parts.
For the parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, just for the parts. I mean, all these bins and stuff are parts, and knobs and other things, and circuit boards and all sorts of
Boxes.
stuff. Boxes and everything. And then here, this is all like video projections and whatnot for A Place to Bury Strangers and all that stuff, for different flight cases and all these kinds of things for tours and weird, silly shenanigans and stuff.
Your show is very interactive, right? You play with just, I mean, not just with the pedals. With you manipulate the pedals in a way.
Yeah, we manipulate the pedals in ways. We manipulate the live sound situation that
Yeah.
we're in. You know, it's like whatever we kind of possibly can do to kind of turn the environment into something like nobody's ever seen before and stuff. And so we're manipulating the lights that we're using. We're picking up video projectors and shining them around and swinging strobe lights around and stuff, and things which are kind of like moving amplifiers to different places, but things that like really play with the real physicality of what a show even is, and what the interaction with the audience members and everything is, and in ways which are just really inspired from all the crazy shows we've ever seen and all the different stuff. And so kind of if people, I don't know what it's like in Monterey or wherever, but it's like, some of these kinds of really wild shows don't even happen as much anymore.
Exactly.
It starts to get even more and more of these bigger corporations and corporate stuff and events, and it's these giant curated things. And, I just hope kids don't miss out on like, what it was like to be in someone's crazy garage and, someone did something really stupid and it was so cool, and stuff. So, I just want to keep that alive as much as possible.
Thank you.
And that's cool.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I was we were talking about that because you always see New York in movies and stuff and whatnot, but when you come to a city like this, it's amazing. I was telling them, it's amazing to see how big the city is.
Oh yeah.
How many people is here? How many cultures are here?
It's amazing,
and to see a band that can make a record and tour, etc.
Yeah.
It's more amazing to see that somebody can thrive in a place that is so much competition.
Totally, and it brings all that competition to the forefront. You really got to push it, and it's like, it's all the time Heather and I are talking about like, should we leave the city? Because it's like all day, every day, go, nonstop from the beginning of the day to the end of the day. We're almost always here working until like midnight or something. It's like insane. When you think about it, a lot of times, and
you need to stop.
We need to stop sometimes.
Sometimes.
When I go on tour, it's like vacation. Vacation. Like, exactly. When we go to NAMM, it's gonna be like all the worries are what, and we'll still be busy as hell. But it's like
it's not the same.
It's not the same, and it's not like we even necessarily have to. Like we take time and we do things and stuff, but you just feel like you should. It's kind of like always like, oh, you could also be doing this thing, or repairing this, or and talking with these people and sorting out this, or all of these kinds of things. So it's like you just get tempted by all this stuff, or it's like, oh, it's your really good friend's birthday party, you gotta go, and then at the same night, also this other friend is playing the show that we gotta go to. As long as we finish this, it's just like gets to be where you're like, my whole day is busy. What am I doing, or something? So, but it's fun, I think.
And we heard, Heather, that you had something new for NAMM.
Yeah, we do. Yeah,
Can we
do.
see it?
Yeah, let's see it.
All right.
Let's check it out. Heck yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you can announce it until NAMM or
We
whatever.
are going to wait. Don't worry.
You'll wait.
We're
Okay,
going
cool.
to wait for you to tell us
sure.
when.
Cool. Let's see. Where is that disturbance? Is this the pedal? Here we go. Yeah, cool. Here is the pedal that we have.
All
The
right.
disturbance. Hell yeah. Sick. So basically it's a filter flanger phaser, and what you do is there's an LFO that's going that you set the speed, and what you can do is you can freeze it or stop it in its tracks, and then it freezes at wherever the LFO was going and what position that was in. So you're kind of like, it's like I always had this idea, whereas like if you had a pedal which would like randomly change the EQ to something totally different.
Okay.
So this kind of almost does that because you're stopping the LFO where it is. So when the LFO is low on the filter, your sound is low. If you stop it, it goes, and then you can stop it high.
Okay.
And like then you can, and I don't think I've ever seen anything like that in a pedal before. And surprisingly, it's wicked for like recordings or playing with a band to be like, okay, now the part is all dreamy, and then we're back to the part being like all like, some weird frozen thing or something. It's awesome.
All right.
So, yeah.
And if you need to cut with the band, you choose the frequency, right?
Yeah, you kind of you wait and you listen till it goes to that frequency, and then you stop it, and then there you go.
You got that frequency.
And then you got that frequency, yeah. So I think it's going to be cool. And then it has a CV out, which you can do send that to something else and freeze and stop that too if you want to.
Wow.
So, yeah.
How's the
So,
name?
disturbance. Yeah. Disturb the sound, you know? Yeah. Exactly. So,
Who's in charge of the names of the pedals?
probably me,
You?
probably
Yeah?
me.
It's all you?
Yeah, everyone has way better names for the pedals, and then I choose something not as good, you know. Yeah, so they probably had something really cool, like Locky Locky, Stop Stop, and I was like, Yeah,
All right, but this is the disturbance.
that's it. Hell
Oh,
yeah.
so shiny, he can get it.
It's hard to photograph because it's all metallic.
Yeah.
So good luck. Yeah. It's like the ghost pedal or something like that, right?
There you go.
Yeah, there he is. He's working on it. I guess Simon's making the catalog for NAMM. Gonna be cool. Gonna be cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
It looks amazing, man.
Oh, yeah. Sweet.
Bueno, pues seguimos aquí con nuestros grandes amigos Oliver and Heather from Dead by Audio here in this amazing place. You got an amazing place.
Thank you.
Really, really awesome.
Cool.
It's full of stories and history and stuff. And then,
Yeah.
I mean, it's an amazing place. Thank you very much for having us.
Thank you for coming. Yeah, for sure.
Thank you for taking the time to do this with us.
Yeah, for sure.
Anytime.
What can you talk us about how do you started in this pedal industry? How it was?
Yeah, I mean,
What was it?
I was trying to sort of create some effects pedals for myself and always trying to make new sounds with the bands I was in and trying to modify guitars. And so I would just start tinkering around with all sorts of different things and trying to take apart all the equipment that I had. I was reading tons of books and going to it was at the time when this stuff wasn't available on the internet really, so I was like going to like technical libraries and stuff, and I would just read these books and I had no idea what they were talking about, but I thought maybe it would give me some insight into this world, and then eventually came out with an effects pedal, and that was just kind of the start of it really.
What was the first one?
Total Sonic Annihilation. And so that is a very simple effects pedal, which made it where, you know, it was kind of, I guess it was a wise decision to start with something simple, you know, I think. And later I tried to do something way too complicated for the second pedal, but it was good to start small. You know, if you're ever trying to start a company, start small, you know what I mean?
Nice
Work
advice.
up gradually, you know, so yeah.
Because you gain confidence, right?
Yeah, you gain confidence, you start to realize that there's all sorts of things you never would have thought about that are very difficult, that are stupid or something, or even, you know, just legalities and things that can kind of get into the way, and, you know, or just even people have problems with their things, or people need help, and all these things, ways that you can help in that you didn't even think of, you know, because you were just thinking about your own kind of thing. So, yeah, so.
This year you're going to release a new pedal. What's the main idea with that pedal? What's the inspiration?
That pedal, it was, you know, just an idea that I sort of had where it would be really kind of cool if things, you know, were sort of like moving and then stopped. So I've always loved like the filter matrix on the Electric Mistress, or those kind of like frozen flanger sounds. And then, you know, even always liked all of those, like a static wah or something, because like really has this kind of eerie, piercing sound when you hear it. And it's something that's really, you know, I've used in music and recording for a really long time. It's, I don't know, it just has this kind of crazy sort of sound where something's like frozen in time. And so this, you know, with this pedal, you can have something that's moving in time and then you freeze it at that point. Yeah. And, you know, I had tried to do this with some sort of like programming at some time in the past, and it always would like freeze something at a specific point. And so it's just this, it's like, this is moving and freezing in this, where it actually is in time. So this was just such a I don't know, such a usable, awesome, neat idea, and now we're, you know, finally capable to do this kind of thing. So since it's something that nobody has really used in music and keeps things kind of random and still using your ears and all of this, I think is awesome.
Heather, today, this is not the day we're releasing the video, but we saw that you're having a raffle. It's correct of
Yes.
the word, yeah?
Yeah.
It's for helping the earthquake, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so for the earthquakes, I guess we should say, that have been affecting Turkey and Syria. You know, it's just so like easy to feel like, what can I do to help, you know?
Yeah.
And so, you know, eventually we were like, fuck it, like, you know, hey, we can help raise
Yes.
some kind of money, you know?
Great.
And one of our really good friends, Ebru Yildiz, she's from Turkey, born and raised, so we kind of partnered with her too.
Yeah, she could kind of help guide us to even some people who could really do kind of the most good, I think. And she had just done a fundraiser, and she's a photographer, an incredible photographer, and she had gotten all these photographers
Like
from
really
all
big photographers and stuff too.
so and they raised a lot of money for selling these prints.
She did
She did this, exactly, yeah.
She did do that.
Yeah.
She also did the Death by Audio book here too.
We've come so
Wow.
far.
Yeah.
Which was about the last month of the venue space, Death by Audio. And so she has always been a really dear friend. She's one of the first people I met in New York, actually, when I moved here years ago. So we've always
Just
kind of...
sweet person too, like so kind, and just love her so much. So, you know, it was easy to just work with her, and so we're working actually with Turkish philanthropy funds, nonprofit, and then they're going to be donating all the money to non-government nonprofits in Turkey and
Trying to
Syria.
go direct to the people, right?
Especially because there has been so much, you know.
Yeah, I know.
I think always people see money, they want to grab it. What's
Yeah,
wrong with
I
these
know.
people? You know, it's terrible.
They want a part.
Yeah, pretty much. But we designed like a special pedal just for this. And so there's only 5 of them that are ever going to be in the world, which is this Evil Eye fuzz, which is like a fuzz war on one side and this crazy rig modulator on the other. So
That's really cool. Yeah. And Ebru kind of helped us come up with the idea, the concept for Evil Eye. In Turkey, it's, you know, a big thing that they like give each other and hang in their, you know, it's like a big thing. I guess to kind of ward off evil like looks or jealousy and things like that. And she just thought it was like a perfect concept for a pedal, and so we kind of went along with that.
Yeah, we got that work, that place in Mexico too.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Maldeojo.
Oh, cool.
That's almost the same.
Yeah.
the same kind of thing.
I
Oh,
mean,
cool.
in concept, right? It's not the same words, but it's in concept.
Yeah,
It's like
totally.
the same.
Yeah.
Like that,
I think that's a good
excellent.
Yeah.
I mean, I get the reference, right?
Yeah.
It's very cool.
I want to ask you, I know what you do in the company, but can you tell us what you do in the
So hard to
company?
even, like, it's hard to even categorize it, I guess. But I guess my title now is Chief Operating Officer, but that sounds so official and technical. I guess I just do more of the like running of the show. I guess making sure things are running smoothly, and kind of I'm good at like able to think ahead of like what needs to happen, the big picture, in order like the small things to make the big picture happen, like on time and things like that, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you know, just kind of even driving everything, you know, to a better place, and all of the stuff that needs to kind of happen. You know, Heather is just so great at, you know, making whatever it is that needs to happen.
Very
You know,
organized.
and it all sort of awesome. So, you know, you've got people who, maybe me, who's like kind of undecisive and throwing around ideas, and
We've got like the crazy maniac, and then I'm the like detailed one, you know.
Yeah.
So it's a nice little
That's good.
combo.
It's good balance. Yeah.
You need that balance.
You
right?
need that balance.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's a stronger team and stuff.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
that's great.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, it was amazing to have you when you having us for.
Of course, yeah. Thank you for coming.
Thank
Yeah.
you
It's
so
an
much.
amazing place, an amazing band, and amazing. I mean, this is like we feel very like you're a big family, some sort.
definitely.
It's very cozy here, and it's very. I don't even know where to look.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a lot. A lot going on.
A lot of vinyl records there,
Yeah.
CDs and whatnot.
Did Oliver tell you that we used to live in the back?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that was crazy. I'm happy to be living in a normal apartment.
I'm sad.
Yeah, he told me that. He still brings it up. He'll be like, how about we just move back in there? I'm like, no.
Maybe for a weekend.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good with windows, very big windows.
Yeah.
We actually just had those windows put in last week. It was last week, 2 weeks ago?
Wow.
Yeah, they were like boarded up windows, so there was no light in here.
No,
We're very happy.
Thank you very much for having us.
Thank you for
Thank you very much for taking the time.
Yes, of course.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Bueno, pues esto fue video con Desvay Audio. Nos vemos pronto al siguiente video.